Is Albert Camus the greatest philosopher ever? Albert Camus dared to ask the hardest question. In a world stripped of meaning, what is the purpose? His exploration of the absurd and human resilience made him a timeless icon. Is he the greatest philosopher ever? Now remember, this is education mixed with entertainment. So with that being said, let's analyze this train of thought accordingly. Chapter 1. The absurd in the modern context. In a world overwhelmed by technology, climate crisis, and social upheaval, the absurd resonates now more than ever. Because Albert Camus' philosophy confronts a reality where traditional meaning is scarce. We work endlessly, scroll mindlessly, and face existential crisis daily. And modern life reflects the absurdity Albert Camus described, an endless quest for meaning in a chaotic, indifferent universe. And yet Albert Camus offers insight. Rather than despair, we can embrace this absurdity. To live authentically today means acknowledging life's inherent contradictions and finding joy within them. His philosophy reminds us that even in a fragmented world, resilience and rebellion can offer purpose. Chapter 2. The Rebel's Philosophy. Albert Camus believed that rebellion is the natural response to absurdity. In his masterpiece The Rebel, he examined the drive to resist oppression and nihilism. But rebellion for Albert Camus is not mindless chaos. It's a conscious act of defiance that affirms human dignity. By rejecting nihilism and totalitarianism, Albert Camus proposed a middle path, one that neither destroys life nor resigns to hopelessness. This idea speaks powerfully to our polarized world. To be a rebel today means standing for justice without falling into despair. Albert Camus' philosophy of measured defiance reminds us that rebellion can give life meaning. Chapter 3. The Myth of Sisyphus and Resilience. One of Albert Camus' most enduring ideas comes from the myth of Sisyphus. Condemned to roll a boulder uphill forever, Sisyphus embodies the absurd struggle of human existence. Yet Albert Camus insists we must imagine Sisyphus happy. Why? Because by accepting his fate and continuing his task, Sisyphus defies the absurd. This metaphor speaks directly to our modern challenges, whether it's working a monotonous job or dealing with personal struggles. Albert Camus urges us to find resilience in the struggle itself. By embracing life's absurdities rather than escaping them, this is the key to true freedom. Chapter 4. Albert Camus versus other philosophers. How does Albert Camus compare to the likes of Sartre, Nietzsche, or Kant? While Sartre focused on radical freedom, Nietzsche grappled with nihilism, and Albert Camus charted his own course. He avoided abstract systems and stayed grounded in everyday experience. Unlike existentialists who saw freedom as a burden, Albert Camus saw it as a joyful defiance. He didn't demand we create grand theories, he asked us to live fully, despite the absurd. This accessible yet profound philosophy sets Albert Camus apart. For many, his ideas are not just theory, they are a guide to surviving in modern life. Now, because I want you to think as opposed to telling you what to think, here are 3 thought-provoking questions to understand Albert Camus. Question number 1. How does Albert Camus' concept of embracing the absurd differ from other existentialist approaches to meaningless, such as Sartre's or Nietzsche's philosophies? Question number 2. In what ways can Albert Camus' idea of measured defiance or rebellion be applied to current social and political challenges, and what limits might his philosophy encounter? And finally, question number 3. How can the metaphor of Sisyphus resilience be practically applied to the challenges of modern life, such as mental health struggles or workplace monotony? So that's the end of today's journey. Now, if you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, and watch the content. And with that being said, I sincerely hope this video has provided value.